Manchester United's major summer revolution. The club have placed 10 signings on the negotiating table, including a goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, and a striker. At the same time, 5 players are set to leave. One barely played any minutes, while the others are being moved on for various reasons you'll hear about shortly. The club have also made final decisions on the futures of 4 players currently out on loan. And now, as part of our transfer window series, here's Manchester United's summer revolution. So, stay with us. Welcome back, everyone, to BePart Sports. After Manchester United reached an agreement to appoint Carrick as permanent manager, the club immediately kicked off a huge rebuild. So let's get into it. Manchester United settled the loan situation once and for all. 4 loan players. Marcus Rashford. The player could miss out on the Barcelona move he's been dreaming of because Manchester United are refusing to compromise financially. Barcelona are still dealing with financial problems and had hoped to negotiate a lower fee on the £26 million buy option included in his loan agreement. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider that the £26 million clause is a bargain and that the Red Devils will not accept anything below that figure. As things stand, Rashford could end up back at Old Trafford. Rasmus Højlund. The striker's permanent move to Napoli is now close to being finalised. Reports suggest the deal will bring in a huge €50 million fee, a major financial boost for the club and an important step in funding future plans and squad rebuilding. But it's not quite done yet. The agreement will only be officially confirmed if Antonio Conte's side secure qualification for next season's Champions League. Andre Onana. Manchester United have informed Andre Onana that they do not want him returning once his current loan spell at Trabzonspor comes to an end. The 30-year-old goalkeeper has made it clear he desperately wants to return to Old Trafford after the deal expires, hoping to compete directly with Senne Lammens for the number 1 shirt. But the reports tell a completely different story. According to the Daily Mail, United's hierarchy are expected to reject that possibility outright. Right now, it looks like Onana's future with the club has already been decided, and that means a permanent exit from Old Trafford. Jadon Sancho. 3 years ago, Manchester United paid €85 million to sign Jadon Sancho. Today, the picture looks completely different. The English winger endured a disastrous spell at Old Trafford, and even his loan move to Aston Villa failed to revive his career. A player who spent years trying to rediscover his spark, without success. United's hierarchy have now decided against activating the option to extend his contract, confirming his departure and leaving him set to become a free agent next summer. Amid all that uncertainty, Borussia Dortmund have re-entered the picture, showing serious interest in bringing Sancho back on a permanent deal. The departures. 5 Manchester United players have now received the final decision. They will be sold this summer. Before we get into the details, hit the like button now to support us. Let's continue. Casemiro. The club settled this one early, confirming Casemiro will leave for free when his contract expires this summer, after a season where he looked far from the player fans saw when he first arrived from Real Madrid. Joshua Zirkzee. The 24-year-old Dutch striker barely featured this season, but even the limited chances he did get failed to change the overall picture. Former United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider that the club have already started assessing incoming offers, with interest arriving from clubs both inside and outside the Premier League. Mason Mount. The club have started looking at the situation from a financial perspective, especially with his £150,000 a week wages. Constant injuries and inconsistent form have limited his impact, which is why an exit is now being seriously discussed internally. The most likely plan at the moment is a loan move with either an obligation or option to buy in 2027, allowing United to ease the wage bill and create room for new arrivals. What's interesting is that 5 Premier League clubs are closely monitoring his situation, believing Mount still has what it takes to rediscover his best form if he gets more minutes and greater trust. Altay Bayındır. The bench is no longer enough for Altay Bayındır. The Turkish goalkeeper knows that staying as Manchester United's second-choice keeper will only push him further away from the real rhythm of competitive football, which is why he's now seriously considering a summer exit. Especially after the rapid rise of young Belgian goalkeeper Senne Lammens, who quickly established himself and locked down the number 1 spot. Right now, a return to Turkey looks like the most likely option, as the keeper wants regular football and a chance to rebuild his presence before losing his place with the national team. Manuel Ugarte. The 25-year-old Uruguayan midfielder is now edging closer to the exit after seeing his role shrink dramatically since the arrival of the new manager. Ugarte was handed just one start in midfield, while Kobbie Mainoo reclaimed his place and rediscovered his form. And it didn't stop there. The midfielder was not even used as a substitute in the last 3 Premier League matches, making it clear that his position within the squad has dropped sharply. That situation has opened the door for Newcastle United to move more aggressively, especially after being given freedom to pursue the deal amid growing belief that Ugarte can still produce a much stronger version of himself away from the pressure of Old Trafford. The arrivals. The goalkeeper currently closest to joining Manchester United to strengthen the position, Luca Benetton. Sources close to Football Insider revealed that Manchester United, alongside PSV Eindhoven and Club Brugge, are all seriously planning moves to snap up the young talent. Benetton, still only 15 years old, is highly rated behind the scenes at Selhurst Park. After representing England under-17, his enormous potential quickly caught attention across Europe. The reports and performances have already pushed PSV and Club Brugge into action, while United remain determined to get the deal done. 3 defenders are now leading Manchester United's shortlist to rebuild the back line, and one of them is very close. First name, Marcos Senesi. The defender has become one of the hottest names on the market after Bournemouth officially confirmed he will leave when his contract expires this summer. The Argentine international will be available on a free transfer, instantly turning the situation into a huge opportunity for clubs searching for an experienced, ready-made defender without paying a transfer fee. Manchester United are closely monitoring the situation, especially with the club looking to add a defender who brings physical presence and experience without forcing them into an expensive deal. Mickey van de Ven. The 25-year-old defender is seriously pushing for a move away from North London, and the situation has not been easy for him after another miserable season for the club. In fact, he reportedly wants out, regardless of whether Tottenham remain in the Premier League or not. Pressure is now growing on the United board. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider that the club are extremely interested in signing the Dutch defender to strengthen the back line. The numbers suggest growing concerns over the current defenders have forced United to reassess their market options, with Van de Ven now viewed as one of the club's ambitious targets. Nico Williams. Manchester United scouts are now keeping a close eye on Nico Williams at Nottingham Forest, with interest inside the club continuing to grow. The Welsh international stands out because of his versatility, comfortably operating at both right back and left back. Reports suggest the monitoring is ongoing for now, without any official move yet, as the club wait for the summer market picture to become clearer. 5 midfielders are leading Manchester United's transfer shortlist this summer, and one of them is already practically done. Ederson. Manchester United are closing in on their first signing of the new season, with Atalanta star Ederson the main target. The club have tracked the Brazilian for a long time to make sure he fits the team's style, and now the deal appears to be entering its decisive stages. Manchester Evening News reported that the Red Devils are prepared to pay close to £45 million to get the deal over the line and strengthen the midfield. Francisco Conceição. A huge Premier League battle is now brewing behind the scenes, with Liverpool and Manchester United both making Francisco Conceição one of their top targets this summer. This will not be an easy deal, and negotiations are already becoming serious as both clubs push to secure the Juventus talent. Italian media dropped the big update, with La Gazzetta dello Sport reporting that Conceição could leave the old lady if the club failed to qualify for next season's Champions League. Morten Hjulmand. Manchester United remain determined to monitor Sporting Lisbon captain Morten Hjulmand, with interest described as extremely serious by Caught Offside. The Danish midfielder was one of Ruben Amorim's main targets last year, but Sporting refused to sell him at the time after already losing striker Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal, unwilling to dismantle the squad in one window. Now, the situation has completely changed. Hjulmand is expected to leave this summer, and Sporting are no longer planning to stand in his way. In fact, the Portuguese club have shown clear flexibility and are prepared to listen to offers starting from €60 million. Arsenal and Manchester United moved quickly, already making contact with his agent to understand the conditions of the deal. Federico Valverde. According to Football Insider sources, tensions have exploded following the midfielder's recent public fallout with Real Madrid. The situation reportedly reached breaking point after the 27-year-old Uruguayan became involved in a heated clash with teammate Aurelien Tchouaméni. Things inside the club have clearly become difficult, especially with the incident arriving during a period of growing dressing room problems at Real Madrid. That chaos has now placed several top European clubs, including Manchester United, on high alert, hoping to take advantage of the situation and move for elite-level players who could suddenly become available. So far, only one striker is leading Manchester United's shortlist to strengthen the attack: Rafael Leão. Manchester United are closely monitoring Rafael Leão, with the club seriously considering a move for the AC Milan forward. Keith Wentz, former Everton chief executive, told Football Insider that his sources have confirmed strong interest from the Red Devils in signing the Portuguese star, especially as Milan could be open to selling him this summer, despite his contract at San Siro running until 2028. The arrival of the 26-year-old at Old Trafford could also coincide with the signing of a new midfielder and centre-back as part of the club's wider rebuild.